Hello Makeup Void, I'm Trin and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it is going to be my low buy, my project pan, my empties, my purchases update for September going into October 2024. Okay, so we have a lot to go through. Last month I did start a project pan, just random products in my collection that I want to use up, work for. I met a lot of goals for that this month. Didn't make that many purchases. Did I break my low buy? Stay tuned, give this video a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Okay, so let's start off with, I think, empties. I am not prepared for this video. Let's just be real, I'm not prepared for this video. I'm counting this as an empty as of today. This is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. I have had this, I don't know why, my computer's on and I keep looking at it. I can't see anything with my glasses, so I don't know why I keep looking at this. But I've had this open since like June or July. And let me try to pull up my spreadsheet here actually so I can get an accurate number, but I've had this open for several months and I've just decided that I think it's time to let this go. Not because I think it's just I'm getting really hard, like if you pull it out there's that chunk of product that comes out on the side, but when you go back in it's just getting harder and harder to get out product, and I don't think it's dried up because it is a wax. I feel like this is empty at this point, so I am going to let it go, and I already have a backup of it, so I will just go straight to the backup. This is my one and only brow gel, and I am very pleased with it. I really like this formula. I think it's long lasting. It doesn't make your brows look crunchy and dry, but it's a good lasting, and if you like a good fluffy brow like I do, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this. Okay, let's put this over here. I am so disorganized. Let's see. I have brows. Can I do math real quick? Brow laminating gel. So I opened it in June and I got a total of 35 plus 18. So it was open for 3 months. So 35 plus 18, that takes us to 53 uses. I don't think that's bad for a brow gel. I have no context of whether or not that's good, but for it being $8, 53 uses, I think that's pretty fine. I could probably get more uses out of it, but I think it's time to say goodbye to it. Maybe in the next one I open, I'll keep it open longer, see if I can get more uses out of it, but I don't think it's bad. Next empty is the e.l.f. Lash Without Essence Lash Without Limits Mascara. I've had this open since April. I emptied it this month, so I got 6 months of use out of this mascara. It is, again, it's something that maybe I can get more few uses of, but I think it's relatively dried out. I love this mascara. I have a backup of it ready to go, so I use it 24, 39, 47 47 plus 9, 56, and then 69 uses out of this mascara. 69 uses out of a mascara I think is pretty impressive for 6 months worth of use. I didn't use this mascara every single day, but I think it's a pretty good dang good mascara, and for it being $5, I totally think it's worth the money. I used up a brow pencil this month, the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Waterproof. This is always in the empties. This does not last a long time. I get on average 20 uses out of these brow pencils. It does not last a full month. It is only $3, which is why I justify it. I am uploading a video of products or product categories that I will no longer be repurchasing, and I included brow products in that video, but I think I'm actually going to try another brow pencil. I have 2 more on backup, so once I use those up, I think I'm going to be looking for a new brow pencil, just because I wonder if I can get a brow pencil to last a little bit longer, because I feel like these go through incredibly fast. Also used up my Bliss sunscreen. This also I barely get a month's use out of. It is just a really good sunscreen, and I go through these quickly. I probably get, again, if I cut it open I could probably get more uses. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that savage of getting every last drop out of my products. So it doesn't last me a full month, and I don't put on sunscreen every day. I understand you're supposed to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. I don't do that. Primarily I just need sunscreen driving to work. and like a few hours when I take my first break while the sun is still out. So, and by that, if I take multiple breaks, it gets dark by that point, so it's not a big deal. Computer just turned off. Okay, good. No, it just blinked. Okay, I am distracted. So I used up another one of these. This is my Holy Grail sunscreen. It's the only sunscreen that I use. Purchased 5 things this month. One of them was a hair mask. During the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, the Way hair mask was 50% off, so I did pick that up. I use that once a week on my hair. I only wash my hair twice a week, maybe twice a week, so I only use that product once a week. So yeah, $38. It's quite, for me, it's very expensive for a hair product, but for me, I think it's worth it. So I did purchase it as a backup. And okay, so I did where's my other one? So now I am up to 4 NYX Buttermelt blushes. I cannot tell you which shade I just bought. I think it was For the Butter. I think the newest shade I got this month was For the Butter. I keep these on my vanity, and I pretty much reach for these every single day. One of them every single day. I pretty much just go based off of my eye look. Do I need a more corally blush? Do I want a more berry one? Do I have a blush that I don't think goes with any eye look? In that case, I go for the shade Butter Together, because this light pink blush, it's not like the trendy baby pink blush, I don't think, but this isn't the blush I bought. But this to me is a good all-around good blush for color wise, so I just keep buying those blushes. I'm not gonna buy every single blush. I think I'm good at buying the NYX Buttermelt blushes. I think I have the ones that I like, and then I'm good with keeping. So I did buy another one of those, and then the last thing I purchased was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is the lightest shade, the Dragon one. I am going to do a full review on this palette. By the time you see this video, I am on vacation, so it will be coming out probably a couple weeks after I get back, because I film pretty up to date. I don't really film in advance except for my deck of panning project pan, so I'm not going to get a review out of this palette right away, but I am going to do a full face application with this palette. I did use it today. I used cream products underneath it, so you're not getting the full extent of the color products in here. I didn't use a base highlighter, as I never do, so you can see the highlighter for what it is. It's not the most blinding highlighter, and I don't think it's meant to be the most blinding highlighter. I think it's very pretty. I did use this finishing powder on the center of my face, and I will say it helped with blurring. Like, first impressions, I do think it helped with a little bit of blur, but I think from such a far distance, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. And that's kind of my opinion on finishing powders, is that like from very up close and personal, you can see difference, but from far back, there's really not a point to them. So I did use everything in this palette. So far so good, but again, I'm going to do a full review of this palette, so stay tuned for that. And while you see this on vacation, I will be bringing it, and I pretty much just bought it for vacation. So did I waste my money? Did I just buy a face palette for like 7 days worth of makeup, 6 days worth of makeup, because I don't wear makeup while I'm like at the airport? So we'll see if I wasted my money. Stay tuned for that review. And then lastly, last is the eyeshadow palette. This is the Fancy Cosmetica Makeup Just for Fun collab. This is the Enchanted Autumn palette. I already have a review of this up on my channel. I did not know Pin left behind this palette for the review. If you like Fancy Cosmetica, you're gonna like the formula. The packaging's cute, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. But I'm pretty sure my facial features show the extent of how I feel. Let's put you away. Okay, so that was we went through that pretty quick. Let's talk about the project pan. So I should have pictures of a lot of the products. I don't know how up to date everything is, but so number one was the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Matte Primer. Is it a blurring? It just says mattifying away. Finally ready, able to. So I used it a total of 44, 51, 56 times. So I used it 56 times in order to hit pan on it. Again, I had to use it as an inner corner highlighter to make that happen, but I did. Next is the Ulta Eye Primer. This is mostly to see how many uses I can get out of this in order to use it up. So I started off this project, I'm not doing the math, 177 times. And that number I know is wrong because I done makeup way more often than I have done the tallies for. So according to my notebook, I've used this 177 times. I can tell you I've used it more than that. So we are again getting down to the wire. We've been down at the wire of this primer for a long time. I would just want to use this up by the end of the year, and I want to know how many uses it's going to take to get that. I do have a backup of it. I do have the e.l.f. eye primer. I won't be bringing this on vacation because what if I run out? I'm not going to run out, but I'm still not going to bring it with me on vacation. Okay, I think we're rolling this next product out. Sorry, I have to adjust my feet because I sit on my legs the entire time, and I'm calling this dead. So this is the e.l.f. Glossy Lip Stain in the shade Cinnamon Dreams. I use this a total of 30 times to call it dead. Like, I can scrape at the sides. I can maybe get a use or two more out of this, but I'm gonna call it empty because words, because it comes across so patchy on the lips. Like, you don't get enough product out on this to where it's a full opaque look. It's like the past several uses, it just comes out incredibly patchy. So I'm just ready to let this go. I'm not going to repurchase it. I'm going to throw it on the floor because it didn't make my empties box. I'm just not going to repurchase it. I'm just not going to. So used it 30 times, used it up this year. I bought it last year. I think when it came out, I believe it didn't come out this year, so I know I've had it for at least a year, so it's more than 30 uses. I love the color of it, but y'all, you have to help me. I need a brown lip stain. A brown lip stain. Not a burgundy, not a brick red, not a peach. I want a brown, a neutral brown lip stain. And I don't think I'm going to find it because I've been searching Sephora, I've been searching Ulta. I don't know a lot of indie brands that do lip stains, but please let me know because I want, or K-Beauty, I have no idea with K-Beauty. Like, and indie lip products, K-Beauty lip products, I have no fluffing idea. But I want a brown lip stain so badly, and that just doesn't make the cut because it's a beautiful glossy brown, but it doesn't stain. And I want it to stain so incredibly much. So not gonna repurchase because it's a tease. Doesn't lip stain. Okay, next we have the e.l.f. Clear Lip Oil. I have used this a total of 85 times. So this is not going to be the best representation, again, of counting uses. So I believe where we started off, we were at the E in Reviver. I think we were around here, and then I removed the stopper, and now we're down to here. So this is not the most accurate because it fell on its side and it leaked everywhere. Like, it still feels sticky. So I was gonna bring it with me, but there's no way in heck that I'm bringing this with me. I'm gonna try wiping it off more. So 86 times. I really believe I can knock this out by the end of the year. I fully believe that, and I would love to do it sooner than that so I could bring in another lip product. This has not been my exclusive lip prep because some days I just don't want to use my Project Pan items. Does anyone else feel the same way? Like, you just don't want to use them every single day. So I haven't used it every single day. I've been reaching into my other lip preps, but I think it's a really good product. But if I knew that it was going to leak after I removed the stopper, I probably wouldn't have done that. So that is a regret. And then lastly, product 11 is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. My goal is to hit pan on this. I've used this a total of 44 times. So no pan, and I'm honestly grateful that we haven't hit pan on this because this is a brand new bronzer to me in my collection. So we are making headway on this. I feel like pan is going to happen by the end of the year, but I'm glad we have, because I swear I'm seeing lines in the pan. I swear I'm seeing it. I promise you, I swear I'm seeing it. So I will upload pictures, put up pictures somewhere about it. But I'm glad we haven't hit pan in 44 uses because as a brand new bronzer to hit pan that quickly, that's a little absurd. So let me, okay. So we are rolling out 3, need to leave this out, only 3 products? Is it only 3? Let me cross out. So we have CoverGirl Matte, We Are Beauty Happy, Catrice, Cinnamon Dream, so that is 4. Oh, we didn't talk about the NYX Natural Lip Liner. Okay, So we are rolling out 4 products, so that means I'm only going to roll in 3 products because I had 11 products in this project and I want to keep it to 10, so we're only going to roll in 3 products. But let's talk about NYX Natural real quick. So this is a lip liner that I've used almost exclusively. I used it a total of 15 times so far, and I didn't take a picture, but in terms of like NYX Professional makeup, we're down to them. Like, makeup is almost entirely gone, only the M is left. So I did have to sharpen this quite a few times, so let's see how messy this is. But this is where we're at. So this is where we started, and this is where we're at right now. So we made some progress. We made some considerable progress on this. So I'm very pleased with that. Do I think I'm going to use it up by the end of the year? I don't know. Time will tell on that. Okay, so I was gonna do this random, but I think we're gonna just bring in the 3 products I set out. So I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna do numbers and then I'll come back so I have a starting point. So I forgot a few things. We're going to finish off the project pan. So the 3 products I'm going to be rolling in is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I believe I've been tracking it since I opened it because I got this in late December and I started tracking my usage in late December. So we are up to 76 times on this concealer. I think it's worth the money at this point. I really think I do think it's worth it. I want to say we're down to the wire. I say that for every Project Pan product. I think we're down to the wire. I think we're down to the wire, but I really think we do. We are, but granted, I haven't removed the stopper out of this concealer. But I would love to use it up. And I would love to hit 100 uses on this concealer before it's used up. You have to jump up yourself, dude. I'm not helping you. Okay, so the goal is 76. The goal is to use this product up. I have been using it as much. The past few months I haven't been using it as much, but I have been using it more consistently as of late because of using the Jason Wu primer or the Jason Wu Tinted CC Cream, whatever, is a little bit on the warmer side, and Natasha Denona is very neutral, and so it really neutralizes the foundation, so I really enjoy it for that, so I've been using it quite a bit. We're going to bring the CoverGirl Red Cap Foundation. I do want to use this up this year. Do I think we're going to do that? I have no clue. I have only used it 13 times this year. Only used it 13 times. So we might have to roll this into beginning of next year. But again, when I mentioned with the Jason Wu, I have the past 2 days I have mixed it in with it, so I think I'm gonna get some more uses out of it as a mixer. And then there has to be another foundation that I can mix in with this. There has to be something else that's a better shade match for me, but I would like to use this up, so we're gonna do that. And then lastly, the CoverGirl Color Corrector Primer. So again, I've been mixing this in with the Janessa Myricks, and I think it's a pretty good combo for it. So we are going to bring this in. Goal is to use it up. So far I've used it 26 times, and the majority of those uses have come from the last month. So we're just gonna do that. We're going in for the long haul for this project pan. Will we hit some goals in the next month? Looking at everything, we can maybe use up the clear lip oil. We can maybe hit pan in the bronzer, and that's about it. We got potentially 2 rollouts next month. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is I forgot to in purchases. I did purchase something else. It is on my lips today. I just got it in the mail yesterday. I was supposed to come in sooner, but it was left out of my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul. Well, I didn't get it right away because they forgot to include it, so they had to resend it. The Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick. This is in the shade Spice Cold, so I do not have a lip liner with this, so it is exactly how it looks. Very comfortable, smells like the lip glosses, so I kind of like that. I kind of hate that. We'll test the longevity. I think I am going to bring this with me on vacation because I want to get some more testing out of it, because we are getting towards the end of the year. I will be doing a ranking of all the purchases that I've made, so I really need to do is bring in, like, start using a lot of the purchase products that I've done this year and really remember how I feel about them. So I want to get a lot of uses out of this. in the coming month, so I have a full-fledged opinion on it. Probably not in my low buy update, but at least by the end of the year for the ranking. So those are the goals. That's this long video of everything. I want to thank y'all so much for watching today's video. As always, have joy and bye.